Hello, welcome back to session number 13 of Igat's Yapping session. I think it's number 13. You know what? Before we start, I will check. See if it's actually number 13 or not. It seems that I am correct. The last session was number 12, and that was 4 weeks ago, basically a month ago. So first and foremost, I did promise to do it weekly. So I'm still safe, okay? I promise to do it weekly when the sessions or the series just started. So technically I didn't break any promises. So I'm still safe. Secondly, I would like to apologize if this recording in particular, I should probably go full screen, is a bit laggy. I'm using another software to record, which is OBS. Before this, I just used the inbuilt recording software because I felt it was more convenient. No, not more convenient. It was less laggy, but it also took up way more space. Like one of my biggest files went up to 40 GB or 30 GB. That's like 2 of Hades, man. But other than that, I think by using OBS, I feel like it's much more better, it's much more consistent. Because the reason I stopped using it, well, a fun fact, this is my second or third take recording number 12. The previous takes, which happened like a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, it didn't happen because the recording software decided to unrecord itself, which was very annoying. That ruined my day. So I just, you know what? I'm going to stop using this. I'm just going to convert to OBS. Even though it's a bit laggy, it's just way more consistent. Like sometimes I use the inbuilt recording software and my mic will be off for some reason, even though I set it to be on in the previous session, which is very annoying. So then I think that was in session number 10 or 11 that happened, and I had to retake. Not 11, I think 9 or 10, somewhere between those lines. But now by using OBS, I think it will go fine, and most importantly, I don't think it'll take up a lot of space. I think it may take up max 10 GB though. I'm not sure myself. But with that said, 2 main concerns is out of the way. I didn't break any promises, and this should be less laggy. And now on to setting expectations. I still don't think I'll be able to do the 1 week per session, or 1 session per week, as what I did when the series first started. I elaborate more on that later. But there's a reason why I didn't actually record 1 session per week. One was the problem with the recording software. Secondly was procrastination. Now I intended to record this earlier, like 4 or 3 days ago, but then this stupid Mojang, man. I'm playing on Bedrock, as you guys know. I'm playing on Realms, and the Realms went down for like 4 days or 3 days straight, which was very annoying. And since Minecraft is my main game, I literally had nothing to do, since I was literally playing Minecraft non-stop in this holiday break, in this break basically. Because of that, there's going to be a lot of progress being done, and because there's a lot of progress, I may not be able to remember each and every single detail I did between this time period, because honestly it's a lot. So I think we cleared up all the misconceptions, not really misconceptions, the serious stuff out of the way. So with that said, moving on, we have to go to what we do in every session, the agenda. Of course, the first thing, always the first thing, progress. This will probably take an hour, to be honest. I try to shorten it down to 30 or 40 minutes. Second thing was that Shadow, this damn Shadow, he went ahead and hid another schlong in my city. He said this was very obvious. I do not trust him. I've been playing non-stop and I still haven't seen it. Although I wasn't really actively looking forward. Oh yeah, one more thing. Sorry if I There's this weird disgusting sounds in the background. I have flu. I just had flu like few seconds ago. I realized this just now when I took a sip of cold water. Maybe taking another sip will help. Hopefully that helps. So he went ahead and hit another schlong. I'm gonna spend 5 minutes this episode, since this episode I have a feeling it's gonna be packed. So I want to spend 5 minutes fighting for it. That's it. The end. Schlong. Oh wow, my nose is starting to clog up real fast. Hopefully this is not like the last previous COVID episode. That's censored for some reason. That's not censored. Okay. Now, other than that, I bought 3 games. Technically 4, but I'm not really going to count the last one since that game wasn't that good. Not really wasn't that good. I'll explain more on that later. 3 games, 1 refund. Yeah, let's phrase it that way. So the 1 refund. Let's start with the 1 refund. I revealed the game now. It's called Dystopica. I really had high expectations for the game, but honestly didn't meet those high expectations since if you go to the Steam page, I thought it's basically a city building game, a cyberpunk city building game. So I had high expectations where you can customize each of every building. I just didn't like it, plus it was a bit laggy for me. But I still recognize it as a good game. Maybe I just didn't go in depth. Since the main reason I bought that game was to use it as inspiration for Minecraft. But I don't think it translated well because a lot of the buildings are like set in stone. And plus there are a lot of like neon lights and neon pictures, which obviously doesn't translate well into Minecraft. So I exclude that. I still recognize it as a good game. Do not worry for any Dystopica fans out there, which I'm pretty sure there isn't that much. But moving on, 3 games. The first game was good. The second game I bought was very good. The third game I bought was the best game I played, hands down. By far, actually, the best game I played. So I'll elaborate more on that later. And that's also the reason why I take a bit of a short time finding the schlong, because I really want to give justice towards these 3 games. If I really have no time, I'll probably separate it into another episode or next session, who knows. But with that said, it's already 8 minutes into the recording, so we should probably move on to the progress. So let me exit F1. I think you can, I'm looking at OBS right now. From here it looks okay, but once we go inside Babylon, it should get pretty laggy. Not really that laggy until it's unsurvivable. Maybe 30 FPS. But you may actually see a few updates like that area over there and there. But we shall see each one in its own glory. So the first update that I would actually like to show, oh yeah, I guess we can show this. I replaced the stone bricks that was previously here with this vent. Normally I'll use that type of design with a fan inside, but this time I decided to use these copper grates, sorry, since it gives off a really nice sewage system. Not sewage system. I'm not really sure how to explain, but I think you get the idea. Something to do with sewage, but not really. It's more steampunk-ish. So I replaced that with that. Very small, very small update. But here is one of the big updates in Babylon. Previously, on top of this block, oh, it's a bit choppy here. Let everything load. Let me look around. Okay, bear with me here. I'll try to gloss over this quickly. So, previously, on top of this block of buildings, we had, how do I explain this? We had the guy that sells elytra here. Oh wow, it is a bit laggy. It's weird to think that OBS's cause all this. Like, I went into Task Manager. I ended the task, or I ended every background task that was irrelevant. So even then, it's still a bit laggy, which is concerning. But moving on. What did I want to say? Oh yeah, on top of this block of buildings, previously there was nothing. You could see the sky. But with the addition of this new, basically big block, decorated block, did I actually review this before? I don't think so. If I did, it's gonna be embarrassing. But by putting this on top, it gives the vibe that underneath here, the area where the guy sells Elytra, it feels underground because you can't see the sky, but at the same time, once you step out of it, you can immediately see the sky. I also connected this two set of buildings with this another set, not really set, another small construction, another small building. Very small. I didn't detail it that much, but I wanted that to be sort of like a bridge connecting these two. But instead of building a literal bridge, I just built a small house here. I feel like that gives it a bit more mass, gives it a bit more volume. And the reason I also built this building here, because when you're walking in the European district, previously your eye line, your vision sight, your vision line ended right about there. And the reason I actually started building a lot of this vertically challenged, but not vertically challenged, that sounds wrong. I expanded it vertically was to keep your eye line going upwards. And no, that's wrong. When your eye line go upwards, it explores other areas. So, like here for example, you're walking down, you look up, and then your eye line follows the structure. Then you go there, and by this archway expanding towards beyond the horizon, you know that there is another district over there, a big district at that. The same thing goes with this block here. So your eye line goes up, and you see that it expands there a bit, and then you can see the pop of orange there, which is another set of buildings, if you remember correctly. So that's the reason why I am expanding vertically, one of the reasons anyway. The next reason is just to make it look bigger. The next update is this set of buildings. Very, very simple, but I think I took a picture in the realm stories. Let's see if this is up. I'm not really sure whether that's up or not, because the realm system was down, this realm stories wasn't working. And by the loading time, I don't think it is working, so I shall skip that. But let us go to this position over here. It's a very magnificent skyline that I want to showcase. Let's go into setting, video, render distance should be capped out to 20, so that's fine. Just load everything. Oh god, the lag. Oh god. Wow. Okay, OBS, it is lagging quite a bit. But once I go over here, it should stop lagging. Let me load that area over there. Okay. So this is currently Babylon's skyline. When I started building Babylon, I had no intention of creating a beautiful skyline. So this just happened to be created naturally. So because right now the skyline is like good, I decided to add that small building over there to reduce the empty space. So right now I'm actually actively trying to beautify or trying to basically improve this skyline, because I accidentally created one. Now I feel obligated to actually commit to the change. So that's why I added that small buildings over there. You can't access it through survival, I don't think. I try to work on that in the future, but that's the reason why I added that set of buildings, and also the reason why I changed the ventilation system over there instead of the mossy stone bricks that was previously there, because it just looked nicer. So in the future, I do want to improve this skyline since it feels very nice, especially that area I think needs a bit more improving, but I'm not that sure since this area and that area is a bit too contrastive and this area is very busy and that area isn't that busy. So moving on, that's the wrong set of menus. Video. Let's change to number 7. Okay, next update, you may have caught a glimpse of it just now, is this tall structure. I remember in the previous session where I was playing Java, I introduced you to the gradient world that I was using. So I transferred one of the gradients here. I'm pretty sure I built the block in session number 11, but I don't think I decorated it. So this was still quite a while ago. I think this was a week after I made session number 12. So for me this is quite old, but for you guys this is probably new. So I decided to do a very simple structure, only at the top though, since I really wanted to leave the bottom part empty to, I'm not really sure how to explain it, to give it sort of like an industrial contaminated kind of look. And plus I really wanted people to appreciate the gradient even more. I'm pretty sure this was also empty, so I decorated that. Apart from that, this area I don't think received any more updates. I take that back, it received one more update, which is down here. I remember that when I did the, was it the world tour? I don't think it was the world tour, I think it was session number 11 or session number 9, or maybe even session number 10. I told that there was a house here that I didn't like, so I destroyed the house. I destroyed the roof to be specific, and I did this area instead, because I remember explaining that I wanted more areas that is only accessible by Elytra. That means it's Elytra exclusive. So I did that in a few areas here and there. I can't remember all the places I've done it since I've did like small rooms like this here and there. A very minimal interior. I don't even know whether you can count this as interior. You know what? Let us make a very simple interior right now, just to make this place feel more complete. Let's put an enemy chest. Okay. So yeah, the same thing goes at the side over here, since this basically this wall here was just a wall of wooden, what's this, wooden stems, wooden logs, stripped oak wood. You get the idea, it was just empty, so I decided to make another room there, though this room is not accessible by anything. It's not really a room, it's just more of a facade. So I think that's it for that set of progress. Another set of progress was, I think you saw it just now. If I go over here, it is becoming a bit more laggy. Hopefully, is there anything I can do? Settings. No, to be honest, I don't really mind the lag as long as this doesn't stop recording midway, since that's just less annoying. What am I doing? Video. I can release the FOV, but I get nauseous by doing that, so I'm not going to do that. I can put this to 30. Does that feel good? Nah. Max I can do is 75, since the refresh rate for this monitor is 75, but I am content with having it at 60. So to be honest, there's not that much difference, but we'll go with it. So I built this area. Next, what was going through my mind when I was building this area was one of the early scenes of Violet Evergarden, where Gilbert and Violet was walking through a set of markets. So I took inspiration from that and I wanted to build from memory. I didn't reference the show, or I didn't pull up the show. So I just added a few stalls here and there. It's very cozy. I do want to make it more lively though. I put some armor stats. It's not complete since these stalls are still empty. And back here is also empty with just very few details, but everything's texturized. The walls are not going to texturize. I like the cleaner look better. But this extends all the way here, which is also not complete yet. But I am happy to leave it, or leave this area for when I have nothing to do while recording or when I want to record and I want to focus on simple things like detailing or like when I was building the interiors for the European district. I go in, I don't have to focus that much, not really focus, I don't have to, what do you call it, talk and build. I don't have to dumb it down, I don't have to focus that much. I just build the interior, get out, and I can talk, I can keep up in my talking. Instead of like building a skyscraper and keeping up with my talking, which is a bit hard since I prefer a quieter environment when building those kind of buildings. So that's it for this area. I've glossed it through quite quick. It's 20 minutes. Normally it'll take 30 minutes for me to cover everything here. But next is this area here. Believe it or not, Babylon was complete for about a day before I decided to expand into another area. What I mean by this, I'll explain it later on. But keep what I said in mind. So before this, everything here was just empty. You can see that the empty space here. So I decided to cover it up with this set of paths. I didn't want to do buildings since I did want to leave it up for expansion in the future. Let's say in the future I want to expand here. I can easily do that by just elongating the path. The same thing I did here. The same thing I did to this area as well. So I extended the path here. Actually no, this was never here before. I should probably start over here in the European district. Before this, the bridge here that was connected to the bottom road, it stopped here, but then I decided to expand it way further out. So this right now is a proper district, a small one albeit, with a very intricate set of buildings here. Like there's rooms here and there, although this is empty. I may do something in here, I may not. And then we have very simple buildings here. I'm more focused on the bottom half in this district. Like here you can see I did texturize it that much, although few buildings I did texturize it, like this one. Since if I did this design without texturing it, it just looked horrible. This is just a diorite wall basically. And then this goes all the way around here. No, it doesn't end there, fortunately so. If I go down here, how do I access that area? I forgot. Let me try to recall. Hey, is this area accessible? Ah, you access it by here. Completely forgot. I thought you access it by the top. So, by going to the TVR, not the TVRL building, the building next to the TVRL, the travel building, you can go into the bar where this guy is ordering craft beer. Then go here, you can go inside this small room, inside the tunnel, and you are in the new area. Very small area, but this is a really beautiful area. I'm really proud of this. I think the main reason for its beauty is because it is fully texturized. There's nothing here that isn't texturized, which I really like. It came together perfectly. So this is not the most impressive thing I built in this progress session. There's a whole other area that I built, which is just right over there. But this, I think I built it 2-3 weeks ago. I'm not that sure, but to me this is old. But as I said, for you guys this is probably new. Well, not really old for me. It's like 1 week old for me. But as I said, the progress I've done is starting to blur together. Since I've definitely missed quite a bit of other progress I've made. I remember I did something there and over there, the Cyberpunk district, but I don't exactly recall what. So let me go check. I don't think it was anything significant, like a whole ass new area. I'll just check just in case. I do distinctively remember doing something here. I just don't recall what. Huh. Okay, moving on. The next area actually is connected to the ugliest part of Babylon, which is the what do you call it? The remember the city that was covered up with stone bricks? Okay, I'm just gonna show you. I don't think that explained it very well. But I think I showed you this when I was touring you guys around Babylon. I'm not exactly sure which session is it. But you go down the subway station. You go here. Close the gate. Is it here? Pretty sure it's here. So you go through the tunnel. You skip this area over here. Close that. Close this. You go up here. This is... Oh god, wait. There's a lighting glitch on my part. Okay, I wanted to save and quit, but I'm scared to save and quit. Since normally this place should be darker than usual. But I do not know why Bedrock has this. Sometimes there's a lighting glitch where everything just appears way more brighter, which I really dislike. Since this place is supposed to be moody, but turns out it's suddenly bright. I'll show you guys what I mean. This is more clearly seen in the red light district later on. So if I remember that I'm supposed to show you guys that later, I show you guys that. But I'll probably forget, so that's that. But because the realm system is currently very, very unstable because of Mojang, again, fix your system, please. I don't really want to save and quit since there's a chance of me not getting on. So this will be another very short session. So I'll just move on. So by us going to the Jolly Cat here, turning right. No, right is this. Turning, what's this? Left. You go into another whole area, yeah. So there's currently 3 brand new areas added to Babylon, and this is probably the most impressive one. You know, let's not fly just yet. Let us walk. The interiors are not done. All the exteriors are almost done though. So you can see I really like this chair design. It feels very futuristic, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like that's a brewing stand. This feels like a chair. Also the shelves here that I really like. I wanted to put meat here, but it didn't work since I stacked another row of trapdoors. They really should let us add meat there and not account the meat for another block. Let me show you guys what I mean. Not raw. Let us use raw rabbit. You can put! Wait! I tried it and then you can't put! Wait, what? Looks like I should check my fact before saying anything, but it's embarrassing. So, I just move on. This hasn't been done yet, but all the buildings have been done. I wanted another Lawson here. So, basically they expanded. That's a lot. This is a very small Lawson, unfortunately. But hey, they ran out of budget, that's why. Here though, this is the most interesting part. They have a set of apartments. Oh yeah, I added a few of these custom paintings that Shadow used all over Utopia. But Shadow recently explained to me that this is a very bad idea. Because by using custom paintings, this, how do I explain this in layman terms? Basically, when a custom painting is placed, obviously it takes a set amount of storage. But every block place obviously accounts for a set of storage, I think. But the thing is, when you destroy that block, obviously it reduces the storage, right? I think. But for the paintings, not paintings, for maps in general, not only custom maps, maps in general, it doesn't. So let's say one map exists in the world, in the realm, that accounts for, let's say, 1 KB of storage. It's not 1 KB, it's a bit more than that. But just for example. So even if you destroy that map, that 1 KB will never decrease. It will always stay there because it's already rooted in the realm system. That's basically my understanding of it. So it's basically never going to decrease. So because of that, I'm using a lot of maps. Like this already is 8 maps, and then this is already 16 maps, and then the shulker boxes that I have, that already accounts for a bit more maps. So Shadow said that about 500 maps in the realm, and the realm itself accounts for like 128 MB of storage, which 500 may seem like a lot, but as a builder in Minecraft, that is not a lot. Like, if I had a chance, let's say this wasn't a problem, I would use it everywhere, since I don't really like using the painting, since the main reason why I like to use maps was because you can put it on top of a glow item frame and it will be lit up, unlike the, what do you call this, the paintings here. Obviously you can put what do you call it, what's the thing magic, sea lanterns or a light source behind it, but that doesn't really work. It doesn't really give off, cause by putting that, it lights up the surrounding area as well, but by using a glow item frame, it only affects the maps, which I really like. But I don't really want to use maps since let's say when I end up downloading this realm, let's say Shadow decides to discontinue this realm and I download it, I don't want my computer taking up like 1 or 2 GB of space, which I'm very surprised. Shadow said this world is 200 MB. I remember my world last time, which was nowhere near as impressive as Utopia, being like 1 GB or 2 GB big. I'm not sure why, but I'm very surprised that Shadow said this is 200 MB only. The size of this world, I mean. But I think I'm pretty sure I just spoiled you guys. So this is the new area. Let us continue walking. So it's very small. Instead of using the traditional tree wide path, I resorted to using 2 continuing onto the stairs. As I said, the interiors are not done. Wait a minute, let me take a sip of water. Thank you. Now, so this gives us a really claustrophobic space, which I really like, since it really, this feels more cyberpunk than Cyberpunk District, to be honest. So you can see, it's very cramped, but obviously intentionally. So it goes all the way over here, and this obviously leads to another skyline where I really like this area. There's no sugarcoating it. This is very nice. I like this as much as I like the red light district, and that is comparing to my most favorite build in the not in the realm, in Babylon. So I really like this area. It's really nice. I really like the set of buildings here, the paintings, the maps, and even this small area here where we got a small playland for my wolves, and then just a very nice rustic picnic, not really picnic, like a seashore area. Oh yeah, I added barrier blocks here on top of the chest here, so this will give an illusion that you're always constantly sitting. There you go. I didn't want to keep on holding shift since normally I come here. Oh wait, let me go to the other side actually. Get a better view. So normally I just go to this area to like brainstorm, or like when I want to AFK, I'll just go here, I crouch down, and I'll just go under the barrier block, and I just AFK there while looking at the horizon. So I didn't want to continuously be pressing shifts, so I just added the barrier blocks on top. Let me exit. Actually, oh, let me change clothes. I'm on holiday. I do not know why I am in this set of clothes. I created multiple clothes, so my holiday clothes is actually this one. When I'm back to college, which is basically on Monday, I have to revert back, unfortunately. But I really like this. I'm sorry I took another sip of water there. There's probably a lot of awkward silence there. Hey, can't blame me, okay? I've taken a hiatus. My talking skills are a bit hazy. So, as you can see, very, very nice area. I don't want to go too in depth about it since it's already 34 minutes. Since if I focus on the minute details, it will take me like to 1 hour or so, which I don't really want it to reach 1 hour. So the second, this is the most recent update that I did in Babylon, was this set of buildings here. Remember in the red light district where I wanted the main set of colors to be like red, or like colors close to red, like orange and all. This area I want it to be fully dominated by the color grey and black. So I think so far I have nailed the job, except for some few exceptions here and there. I may change this two set of colors here. I may change this to black or something, since I don't really like the red there. But we shall see. I'll probably texturize this later on. But who knows? Nothing much to say here, since it is not complete as of yet. Why did I remove the spyglass? I may take it back. But with that said, I think that's it for the progress. I very quickly glanced over a lot of stuff. As I said before, I don't really want to take up that much time, since there is a lot of progress being made, and I don't want to go into detail in every single process. I give like every thought of mine, piece of mind on it, since that will just take forever. I'll do that when I have like lesser progress being made, but now since just the abundance of progress that I made kind of basically restricts me from doing that, because I want to keep this thing to maybe about an hour or so. Plus I really want to talk about the 3 games that I bought. So now moving on. Schlong. 5 minutes. It is 36 minutes. 40 minutes, I'll stop fighting it for the Schlong. Or 41. So I'm just going to do a quick 360. I don't even know whether the Schlong is real or not, man. He said it's very obvious. I really highly doubt it. So while searching for the Schlong, I can actually talk about my college. So I'm starting degree tomorrow. Well, technically tomorrow, since it's not 12 o'clock, it's only 10. So it's on Monday I'm starting college, uni again, sorry. So I'll probably go busy again, especially since this is a degree course and 100% of my coursework will be in no, not 100% of my coursework, 100% of my marks will be with my coursework being made, so I may want to focus on that more than Minecraft, but who knows. I'll just do hopping here and there. We just passed the previous Schlong. So I started on Monday. I'm doing mass communications under University of Hertfordshire. Is it here? I think it might be here, since actually no, you can't put it at the same place as that Schlong, the previous Schlong. So I'm starting it on Monday. Quite exciting, since it is my first degree. This will take about 3 years with 12 weeks of internship included. That's on the 3rd year itself. So I'm chillaxing for quite a bit. First semester starts. I'm really excited to see how it goes. Maybe I'll see new faces. Hopefully I see new faces. I can't wait to meet new people. Okay, is it here? I don't think it's here, since this is a new edition. I kind of I did showcase this, right? Yeah, I built this as sort of like a barren wasteland that I wanted Babylon to have. I didn't decorate it that much yet, so I feel like it really doesn't need that much decorating. So this is basically where gangs come and throw off of dead bodies. That's the law. But then that, I don't think it's there. So, college. Is there anything else to talk about? Yeah, so just a heads up. Yapping session is probably not going to be weekly still. Not really sure when that is going to become relevant again, or when that is going to become true again. It's not here. But 2 more minutes of searching. I did a 360, it's not there. I'm searching for flat areas that he may have. Oh god, I thought I found it. But no. I really don't. He said it's obvious, but Babylon is so huge, man. Nothing is obvious, man. just go float around. This session is probably going to be a flyby where I just search. Nope. So just a heads up, it's not going to go weekly anytime soon. Not sure when it is going to go weekly. But yeah, I'll probably update my college life each time in my yapping session or on Discord to Shadow or anyone else. They are the main audience here. We'll see. Since I am pretty active on Discord now, even when I am in college. But who knows whether I'll be active on Discord when college starts? We shall see indeed. Could it be up there? I don't know, let me check up there. Could it be inside here? This is Shadow's apartment, by the way. We gave Shadow this room and he didn't do anything. Like me and Fox, we wanted to have a building competition. And so each of us were given a task to decorate their rooms. And to be honest, we and Shadow simply didn't do it. I think only Fox did it. Fortunately, Fox is not here. Actually, let me put on pants so we can get Swift Snake. Where else? Could it be in the previous Cyberpunk district? 41 minutes already. Give it one more minute. Shadow, I'm going to be honest, you really need to give me some fuel. Like, I'm blind. There's literally... You can literally hide it anywhere. I'm not sure how it looks like. But it took me 10 episodes to find the previous one. Check inside here. I think he forgot about this area. I don't think he would here. Huh. Oh. Could be inside here. Mate, I really don't know. I want to find this quickly since I'm not really sure whether he changed it in somewhere major or not. If he changed it in somewhere major, I have to revert it back immediately. But if he changed it like this wall here to a schlong, I wouldn't really mind. But if like he messed up some of my detailing stuff, I really want to change it back. But I don't know. It could literally be anywhere. I wouldn't know. Wait, let me check my maps. Maybe it's a top-down view. 42 minutes. Give me one more minute. Where is my map? Should be around here. Let's drop down. Do we see any schlong? This needs to be fully updated. There you go. Not that I can see. There's nothing on the map that resembles a schlong. Like my face is like few centimeters away from the screen and I can't see anything. It can't be here. He did it while I was online too, which is maddening. Like I didn't even see him do it. So truthfully, it took 5 minutes, so yeah, I don't think it can be that big. Unless it built it really fast, which I'm not sure. I think it's here. Yeah, but with that said, I think I'm going to end it, the finding stock session. I took like 8 minutes, 9 minutes, I'm not sure. I'll continue the next session more thoroughly. I already searched for 10 minutes or 30 minutes. But who knows? Yeah, moving on. I don't think we have anything on the agenda except for those games. But I do want to emphasize something else that I have made. As you can see, there's a very small square there, which I do want to share you guys what that is. But before that, I took another sip of water. Let's take some time to appreciate this map. Babylon is now huge, man. I really like the size of Babylon now, especially with the new area there. I built this like in the span of 2 weeks, And I think this thing is as big as like this small area over here, which is very impressive. And plus, it looks nice compared to here, which is where basically where my old building technique shine, where it's stuff like this, which is uh, which is something. But it looks very nice now. It looks very thick. It looks very fat. That's what I like Babylon. That's that's how I envision Babylon. Eventually, I do want to expand it a bit front, and I do want to expand here as well. I can't expand here since the map ends here, which is annoying. So what's that supposed? Oh, I thought there was supposed to be something there, but that's okay. But as you can see, I do want to expand here, here, maybe here, not there, here, and yeah, I want to focus on that areas. Since if I do focus on that areas, Babylon will truly look chunky. So that's the plan. So regarding the blue circle, it's actually one of the biggest secrets of Babylon, where it is actually located, oh not here, in the spawn room itself. This is my promise to show at least one secret every session. So if you go here, Babylon is treated as like a ever-growing depth city. So because of that, I do envision that people do want to escape from Babylon. Not people, citizens, or these armor stands to be specific, they do want to escape Babylon, since truthfully, you don't really want to live in a city where the GDP is just horrendous. So because of that, I implemented an escape route. Previously, you may have noticed that I introduced quite a few secrets in the very church itself. One secret I have never showcased that has been here for quite a bit was the secret tunnel that I was working on. So if I go down here, open this up. Oh no, how do I get in? There you go. And if you go down, they are revealed to this tunnel over here. This has been here for quite some time, to be honest. But the building that actually no, I'm not going to spoil it yet. So let's follow this tunnel. Actually, I'm going to fly. It's quite a bit of a sizable tunnel. It's going to take a while. Unless actually no, I should be flying, so it should be there in a few seconds. But if you walk, this is going to take quite a bit. So by following this tunnel, you are led to a set of scaffolding. Oh, so let's go up. So this is basically, there's no entrance or exit just as of yet, but this is basically the tower that you saw in the map just now. The tower here was built recently. The tunnel showed the style that was built quite some time ago. Actually, not really quite some time ago. That was built a year ago. Sorry. Because of this, I do want to expand slightly over here. Try to build some land. Not really buildings. I do want to focus on my terraforming skills a bit. So I do want to expand land over here. But we shall see. I have not that much plans of yet. Or they may be led to this separate country, where Babylon is its own set of thing, and here is like Babel. That is Babylon, this is Babel. So I may start expanding around here. Who knows? I am not sure at all. Like this could be missing some blocks. This could be anything. I have no plans set in stone yet. But I do have some vague plans, no concrete plans yet. But to be honest, you may look at this and think that Babylon is just very far. Like you literally can't see anything around here, but truthfully it's not really far. It's only far because I use radius distance 7. Well, let's put the 12 or 11 in fact. You can already see Babylon by standing from here, which it's not that impressive. I wanted to put it further, but I did want to have this area here be included in the map, so that's why I didn't resort to putting it further. Like, I wanted to put it in the community area, but I refrained. So, yeah. Well, it would be nice, two separate countries. I think I'm gonna go with that idea, but still hesitant since that's a very big undertaking. And I have many other projects that I want to work on instead of a whole separate country. So let us reduce the render distance. Let me take another sip of water. Thank you. Now, settings, video. Nose is cleared up, thankfully. 7. So let's fly back there. It's a big there for some reason. I'm going to be chilling out in this area mostly for this session, since this is probably the least laggiest area in Babylon right now. So it's just quite a mile away from all the lag. So this area is probably going to get laggy very soon enough after I expand it way further out. But on to the main topic of today's session, the 3 games that I got. Let us go from the game that I enjoyed, the game that I really enjoyed, and the best game I played. The game that I enjoyed was Anno Mutatum, a very cyberpunk-ish game that I was very hesitant to buy, since the reviews for the game on Steam was mostly positive, and I normally go for games that is very positive or overwhelmingly positive only. But I'm glad I chose to trust my instincts on this game, since this game was enjoyable. It took me, 17 hours to complete? I am not that sure. I think it took me 17 hours or 12. Actually, no, 17 hours. I remember it being very close to... What's the game that I spent 20 hours on? I remember it being very close to the time I spent on Hades 2. I think Hades 2 I spent 24 hours on. Now I'm not really playing Hades 2 now. I'm waiting for it to have the next major expansion, since now it's just not bug fixes. Now since it's just patches that's being rolled out, not major expansions yet. So when the major expansion comes out, I'll probably play it more. So this got close to that, with starting at 17 hours. So it's a very nice game. The visuals especially. I mainly bought it for the art, since I'm a story and an art enjoyer instead of a gameplay enjoyer. That's why I really like pixel art games, and that's why I really like Minecraft. I can't really give you the story, since the story itself was not the highlight point. It wasn't mediocre, it was good. It's borderlining okay and good. The gameplay was okay, but the second part of the game was just frustrating. Like, boy, the balancing for the second part was not good. I was playing on easy mode, as I do with all games, since as I said before, I'm not a gameplay person. I like to enjoy the stories more. But even with easy mode, the second part was just rough, man. Like, boy. Like, during the first parts, I recognized that I was playing easy mode. Like, it felt easy, but with the introduction for the later half, it just felt very hard. But I still do recommend it. This is still a beautiful game. And there's this one part where you get chased by something. I shall not spoil what the something is. Actually, I'm going to spoil this. It's basically a giant blob of death. So you get chased by that. It's just so... That was the most frustrating part. Especially it takes like 10 seconds or 5 seconds for you to respawn. So it's not immediate, which is annoying. So you can't really get right back into the action, which frustrates me even more. But the visual makes up for it, and the story as well. Not the highlight point, but still good. But the visual, the art was superb, man. Like, whoa, the pixel art there, between the highlight between 3D and 2D, very good. Definitely my top 10 games. Would it be my top 10 game? Maybe yes, maybe not. I'm not that sure. But still definitely a game that I would remember going on to the future. I think it'll be very hard for me to forget. Though I mean, I'll tell you my opinion about it next week. I've already completed the game, but if I still remember the game next week, or in the next yapping session, then my comment probably still stands. The second game that I bought, which the one I really enjoyed, and the one that I'll definitely be remembering, is Katana Zero. Boy, Katana Zero it was amazing. Let me change clothes. I can show off the different clothes I've made. This is my sneaking clothes, or not really my sneaking clothes, my infiltration clothes. I really like the idea of having multiple set of outfits. That's why I took I think I took 2 hours or 3 hours creating each one. Which is kind of embarrassing, but I really like the end result. But moving on, Katana Zero, boy, this time the gameplay was amazing. First of all, it wasn't frustrating, although it was hard. It was definitely hard, I recognize that. It wasn't frustrating because each time you die, you can get right back into the action. So the premise of this story is basically you are on, accidentally spilled water on my device, like that. So you are basically a mercenary, well, from my understanding, or an assassin, called Zero. His name is Zero, and he takes this drug called Kronos. So you know that Kronos from Greek mythology is the Titan of time. So you can kind of get the idea. So by him taking this Kronos drug, he kind of gets to rewind back in time, though in reality I don't think he actually rewinds back in time, since scientifically that doesn't make sense. So I think my theory is, or try to make sense out of this Kronos drug, is that he thinks of every possible solution, and each time you play as him and you die, it basically entails that, oh, I envision the path that I just took won't work. It's something like Records of Ragnarok, the fight between Poseidon and the guy, I forgot what the guy name, where he envisioned every path that he can take while fighting Poseidon until he gets that perfect path. This is further exacerbated, or my theory is further exacerbated by each level, or each time you get the level correct, it says, yes, that will do. So it feels like he is saying that, oh, that path will do, and he goes on with that path. But even then, it's not really that big of a deal either way, since it is basically the plot of the game. So this goes on really in depth, where obviously, you know, drugs are bad, and when you take a lot of drugs, it tends to not be good for your health, obviously. So he tends to have hallucinations, bad dreams, and he basically becomes addicted towards the drug. And it's a really nice story. It's a really nice story. It's really mysterious for once, but it didn't feel complete. The story didn't feel complete. It took me 7.5 hours to complete. It didn't feel complete. It feels like it could be expanded more on, which is true. They are planning to release a free DLC in the future. Though this has been going on for about 3 years that they've been saying it, according to the community, where the devs keep saying, "Oh, we'll release the free DLC someday." But perfection takes time. So, but they did release the, what do you call it, the gameplay video of them playing the first few levels of the DLC. So it does exist, to say so myself. It's just that I'm not really sure when is it going to come out, and when it comes out I'll probably straight away play it. To be honest, I have to look at my time. Who knows, suddenly I'll be like busy. Man, I regret being busy now. But moving on, I really recommend you to play the game. That's definitely top 5 games that I have played of all time. Really good. But as I said before, story doesn't feel complete, but I feel like that's intentional. Like the story not feeling complete feels like it adds to the mystery, so I don't really mind the story being complete. But I would appreciate a more completed story. But at the same time, I still feel like the story is still very good, despite me feeling that it's not complete. But this is where the last game that I played combats this issue. And it's something that a lot of people have drawn comparisons to, Katana Zero. And as I said before, no exaggeration, this is the only game that I played, not really the only game that I played, this is the only type of medium, this game, that made me literally cry. Not out of frustration or anything. Like, I can count on 3 fingers the time something had made me cry. Like, obviously, actually no, yeah, something had made me cry. First thing is Violet Evergarden, which is not really crying, that was also tearing up, and A Silent Voice. Both of it not really crying, it just made me tear up. No, I feel like that is that's a normal reaction towards that kind of news. But other than that, nothing else has made me full on cry before, except for the game that I am going to show next. Not really sure. I'm going to talk next. And that is called Sanabi. Sanabi is hands down the best game I've ever played, including Minecraft, Deep Rock Galactic, Warframe, everything. It is the close to the best type of medium I have I have consumed. Though it's still number 2, Violet Evergarden is still the best type of medium I have consumed before, since it is obviously animation, there's high production and all, but actually no, both of these are tied for number 1. It is that good. As I said before, I'm a story enjoyer, not that much of a gameplay enjoyer. But that being said, this gameplay was exceptionally good. It was very nice, very smooth. I still prefer Katana Zero's gameplay just by a bit. But at the same time, I really like the inclusion of easy mode in Katana Zero. No, not in Katana Zero. In what do you call it? In Sanabi, because it gives an opportunity for players like me to really experience the story with 0% of frustration. Since I can definitely see myself becoming frustrated if I played Katana Zero, like the hard mode, like even the easy mode, I definitely not full on felt myself frustrating, but I have like moved forward to my screen. I had to stay silent and like die 100 times before going to the next level. And that's no joke. You can definitely die 100 times in Katana Zero before progressing to the next level. I've seen people die 1,000 times defeating the hard mode. But Sanabi, because of the inclusion with the easy mode, where basically it makes you not take damage, it really enables me to enjoy the story to its fullest. And that's what I really appreciate. That's the first thing that I appreciated about Sanabi. Second thing, the music. Music was exceptionally good, as always. It felt tied into the story, to the levels, to everything. It felt complimenting. It didn't feel out of place. When I was playing the level, it felt as though it was meant to be there. It was natural for it to be there. It didn't feel out of place. It felt good. It felt in tune with the gameplay and with the story itself. Something that I can't really say for Katana Zero. Katana Zero's music was also good, very good, but sometimes it felt like I was enjoying the music more than I was enjoying the game, which I don't like when playing the game in games, because I feel like both of them are supposed to complement each other, not one be better than one another. I said that it's a very minor detail issue, but although that's a minor issue, Sanabe didn't have this issue. It felt complementary to the T with each other. Awesome. And second of all, art style. Art style was very good. Hands down, very good. There's this one scene in Sanabe, which is the second level or the second level of Mago City, which is a city that we are basically playing in, where you basically come out of like this tunnel on like a sort of like a railway. You're hooked onto a railway, and because of that, it just reveals this expansive city. Like, it feels very. It's like a scene in Inside where you are always confined in the shape of the level before this, but suddenly you, like in Inside, I think it was Inside, the 2D platformer, where you are in a submarine and then you instantly go into this vast ocean. And that's the same feeling I had playing Sanabe when at this particular area. That was the highlight of the art style for me. And it was amazing, I tell you. I literally had goosebumps throughout the city, not throughout the city, throughout the game, just because of the art alone. You have to go see it for yourself. It is pixel art, so because of that, it's more stylized. If you're not into that, then it's obviously down to personal preference. But I highly doubt that you wouldn't be into that. Thirdly, the gameplay. Gameplay amazing. As I said before, the core mechanic of this gameplay is that it's Spider-Man. Yeah, it's basically Spider-Man, and you have a hook as your hand. So by using this hook, you can grapple on towards the ceiling, walls, and then you can basically traverse through levels through that. You can kill enemies using said hook. It's very nice. Very solid gameplay, though. As I said before, because there was an easy option, I didn't find myself getting frustrated at all. Zero frustration throughout the gameplay. So I think I would feel frustrated if I did play one of the harder levels or the harder game mode, and I didn't really want to risk that since I did want to enjoy the story even more. Not really, I did want to enjoy the story compared to the gameplay. Like, I weighed the story more than the gameplay, in my opinion. But obviously, if the gameplay is like dog water, dog shit, the story wouldn't matter since you can't really enjoy the gameplay, so you wouldn't enjoy the story. But the other way around, I can't really say anything. If the gameplay is good enough, I'll probably stick around, even though the story is non-existent, something like Team Fortress 2 and all. But the game, I would tend to lose interest in it fast. And something like Deep Rock Galactic, the gameplay is good, story is not really a story, it's more like a lore snippets here and there. It's not really a full-blown story. But by having this type of story-based games, where story is the main center of attraction, those type of games will definitely stick to me throughout my life, 100%. And that is no exception for Sanabe. Story, the best thing I've ever gotten to witness, no joke. As I said before, it's the only story that actually made me full-blown cry. I'm not going to give too much spoilers. I'm contemplating whether I should give you spoilers or not. The game introduces you by saying that you have a daughter, and that this mysterious organization or person called has killed this daughter of yours. And even from there on, it's already sad. Like, from there on, I did tear up, but my heart felt heavy. And that's just a first few 10 minutes, 20 minutes of the gameplay, of the game. And then, of course, the plot drives itself even more. You try to go find the Sanabi character in this city that you're basically going, which is Mago City. It is said that this person is there, like Sanabi is there. So you go there, and suddenly, mysteriously, there aren't any humans present. The city is basically abandoned, and then you can tell that. Not you can tell. The game reveals that the whole city is going to be blown up by nukes because the higher, not the higher levels, the authority is basically, how do I say this? The authority is basically trying to get rid of the evidence that they have did bad stuff. I'm not really sure how to explain it without giving too much spoilers. Since the bad stuff that they are conducting is a bit spoilery, so I'm not going to go too in depth about that. But you basically go there to stop them and to find Sanabi. Mostly to find Sanabi. Stopping them is more of a bonus. But obviously, he does have compassion. The way I word him makes him sound like he has no compassion. Like he's not like a compassionate character, but I can tell you that he's a very touching character. Same goes with his daughter. I can't really explain. You will have to go and play the first 20 minutes of the game. Then you can see the exact vibe that I'm talking about. But with that said, I have no negative towards it. Hands down, the best game that I have played, the best medium that I have gotten to experience, and the only game that I would deeply not forget in the coming future. I really highlight you guys. Not highlight. Recommend you guys to play this game. If you were to play anything out of these 3 recommendations, play what do you call it? Sanabi, or play Katana Zero if you're into gameplay. That's one thing. If you're into gameplay only and not story, play Katana Zero, and you will still be delighted by the story. If you really like gameplay but don't care about the story at all, I can't really recommend Sanabi, since I have seen people in the comments, or in the comments, in the review page of Steam, saying that there are a bit too many cutscenes because the gameplay is just that amazing or that addicting that they feel like the cutscenes can be getting in the way. But to me, if let's say even one of the cutscenes is removed, it will feel a bit wrong, since that's how perfectly crafted the story is. But as I said before, I'm not really a gameplay driven person. I am a story driven person and an art driven person. If you are that type of player, go ahead. There's no reason for you to not pick up Sanabi. I even Katana Zero, to be honest. It's, as I said before, even though I'm not a gameplay enthusiast, I still deeply enjoyed Katana Zero, since the main reason I did get didn't get frustrated was because the respawn time in between death is very fast, so you can die and instantly get into the action, which that's one of the best things about Katana Zero. Like you wouldn't really get frustrated. But I think with that said, we have reached 1 hour 13 minutes. I'm not really sure when the next yapping session is going to be, but before I actually end it, I do want to show you the review page, not review page, the Steam page for Sanabi, so I can show you guys what you guys are seeing. Let me open Steam. I do want to actually just showcase you guys a bit of the gameplay too. Let you know what I'm talking about, what I am showcasing. It's a very nice game. I really recommend you. That's why I want to try to include some semblance of of this game into my yapping session, because after all, my yapping sessions are a time capsule. Well, oops, let me exit F4. Oh no. Oh, it's lagging. Hopefully my voice is being picked up. Minecraft is really lagging. Let me leave you guys on the title screen. Let me open Steam. Library. Let me add audio capture. Nope. I'm still new to what do you call it? I'm still new to OBS, so I have streamed on Twitch before with OBS like 5 or 6 times. I'm still very new to it. Especially since I did use it for quite a bit. I think it is game capture. Make source visible. Okay. Let me hit play. Let me close. Actually, no, I'm not close Minecraft yet. Oh, is my computer frozen? Where is my mouse? There you go. Current capture specific window, capture foreground window with hotkey, capture any full screen window. This should be okay. Okay. Oh, you guys are not seeing a lot of things. There you go. We close Minecraft. Okay. This is Sanabi. Oh god! Oh god! That's very loud! That was very loud! Okay. You guys might have been just but yeah, I don't want to. I'm not really sure that it's copyrighted or not. I don't want to get this video copyrighted again. So let us go to speed run. I'll show you the gameplay. Let us go to chapter 1. This is very short. I'll take like 5 minutes. I really want to just play this game, and so when I'm watching back on my VODs or on my Yapping session, I know like this game, if like let's say somehow rather I lose this game, I know that it has remained in my channel. It has like some history in my channel. Oh. It is very loud. I just settings, screen brightness, background sound effects. There we go. So you can see this is the core mechanic of Sanabi. This version, or because it is what do you call it? Because it is speedrun mode, you do have health. Normally, you wouldn't have health. You can see inside that this is my health. But in easy mode, what do you call it? The version I played, that doesn't have health, which what do you call it? I really suck at commentating on games that I actually need to focus on. But on games like this, I forgot about this level. So on easy mode, because it doesn't have health, you can basically just not die. So remember where I lost health just now? That basically won't happen in easy mode, which is a godsend. Oh, I suck. Because for people who suck at games like me, it's just a blessing to have. It really feels different with the music. Okay. So I think I'll give it until 121 before I end it off, since I just realized my commenting skills is not made for this game. I can't play and comment at the same time. So this is a checkpoint. Okay, there you go. So I think I'm going to end it off here. As you can see, I was dead silent in the last few seconds, but I do want to show off some gameplay. And plus, I want this game to exist on my channel, so in the future, I can say that I played this game. I don't know why I have this very weird fear that a lot of my games are not permanent. Obviously, it's not permanent. Like a lot of live service games will go extinct, and since they can't exist forever. Is my water dripping? Okay. My aircon is normally wet, so normally since I have my earphones on, I can normally not hear. Not normally. Whenever I'm recording my yapping session, I will not be able to hear my aircon dripping. So that is, I have to like occasionally take out my earphones to see if my aircon is dripping or my aircon is wet, which is very wrong to say. Because I don't know why. Like I did service my aircon, and that itself is expensive. That's why I'm very hesitant to continue servicing this aircon. So I'm just going to live with it for now. But as I was saying, I do have this fear that a lot of my games will not be here in the future. You should really watch this Jacob Geller video where he says the fear of not losing anything, something along those lines, where he talks something about hoarding. I'm really sure if you search that, that will pop out in the first query, not first query. The first result of the search result. That thought, okay, that sounded wrong. Oh my god, I'm already stuttering. I was on a good track record, man, this whole session, and then okay, you know what? I think I shall end it here. So 2 things I have to take away from this video. Go watch the Jacob Geller video if you want to know what I mean. He's also an amazing amazing creator, and plays Sanabi. Hands down the best game I have played. Since I played speedrun mode, I will not showcase the story. Since I don't want to give any sort of spoilers, go into this blind. That's the best. That's the best sort of advice I can give. So with that said, thank you for watching. I'm not sure when exactly is the next session going to be. As I said before, might be next week, might be 2 weeks, might be 2 weeks, might be one month, might be in a year, might be in a decade. Who knows? Might be in a century. It'd be a blessing if I lived. Actually, it'd be a blessing if I live until a century or a decade. But that's it. Thank you for watching. I shall see you guys in the next session. Don't get any hopes up. I did not promise anything about when the next session is going to be. I'm already stalling. It's already 1:23. So, well, goodbye.